One of the biggest challenges we face in our youth sports landscape is the sheer volume of playing opportunities that exist for our kids, as evidenced in Miguel's situation. This may not exactly sound like a problem, but later on when we discuss the need for proper training periodization, tapering, and recovery for young athletes, you will see how all these choices are actually hurting performance rather than developing high-performing athletes. 20 to 30 years ago, kids usually played in local recreational leagues, followed by some school ball. High school sports were usually the highest level of competition available to a young athlete, and making varsity was most everyone's goal regardless of sport. A few town teams would travel to an event or two, and of course, Little League has its regional and national World Series. According to Rick Wolf in his 2003 book, The Sports Parenting Edge, this began to change in the 1980s when some adult soccer players decided they wanted to extend their kids' soccer seasons beyond the fall. The success of these travel leagues and events, coupled with the accelerated player development of young soccer players, led to a movement to create travel leagues for baseball, basketball, hockey, volleyball, and other sports. Today, most communities have at least one travel team in a variety of sports, beginning as early as age 7 or 8 and lasting through high school. Aside from the logistical and financial challenges travel sports place on families, they place very difficult burdens upon the young athletes. Not only do they make it more challenging to be a multi-sport athlete, but for the best players, selection to additional all-star teams, state select teams, and even regional and national events can become an incredible time drain and detrimental to their health. This problem exists in U.S. youth soccer because there is no integration of the competing entities under one development scheme. Schools, clubs, ODP programs, travel programs, and the like are competing business entities with bottom lines to meet. They have their own seasons, their own championships, their own schedules, and their own agendas, which often overlap. Instead of training and peaking for specific competitions throughout the year, and then recovering appropriately, kids go from one most important week of the summer with their club to a second most important week with ODP to a third, a fourth, and on and on. They never rest. They never peak. They never recover. And they try to maintain a high level week after week, month after month. It is not physiologically possible to do this. Pros cannot and will not do it, but we expect growing kids to. Because, do not forget, Miguel was in the middle of his growth spurt. My knees hurt just thinking about it. Some parents tell me that when they were kids, they played all the time, and their kids can too. They are right to an extent. We did play all the time, not distracted by video games, 600 TV channels, and computers. But we played for fun, and not under the watch of our parents or adult supervisors each and every day. We did not go from playing under one sports microscope to another, being evaluated week after week, being put to the test day after day. We just played in the park, on the street, on the pond, and away from the spotlight of adult judgment. When we succeeded, we smiled. And when we had a bad day, we smiled. Because we were with our friends. It was fun, and the results did not really matter. Some sport governing bodies are doing their best to at least put the elite players on a more sensible track. This is a great start, but even these organizations are getting some pushback. The United States Soccer Federation, for one, has recently mandated that its elite U16 and U18 boys in the U.S. Developmental Academy Program, USDA, no longer play high school soccer. The reason behind